Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to Morrowind. Today, we're going to continue on with the main quest. But before we do that, Caius had recommended a few books for us to read, The War of the First Council on Morrowind and Nerevar, Moon, and Star. So we're going to read those just so we have a further understanding of what's going on here in Morrowind and kind of why we're doing the things we're doing for the main quest in the first place. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. And then we'll speak with Caius Casades after that. Got a skooma pipe under here. Been doing the old skooma sugar tooth. What's that? It's a sack. Oh my god. It's a sack filled with moon sugar. And, oh shit, there's even moon sugar in the garbage can over here and an Imperial dagger. He's probably using that to cut it up. Man, we gotta get your ass into rehab or something. And a tailor so we can cover up these big ass titties. Anyway. Enough of that. I'm going to put up some B-roll footage and then just floating text. It's easier to consume like that. I've already read all three of these books off camera, but I'll do some post-commentary. It'll sound a little bit better, and we can kind of immerse ourselves in the lore. I'll try to make it pretty relevant, the B-roll there. But if for those of you who do not want to listen to that, I'll put up a little timestamp top left right now. You can skip to that time, and that's when I'll be speaking with Caius about actually doing the main quest. We'll pick up some duties from him, and that's where we will continue on with the episode. But for those of you who do want to watch me read these books, or listen to me read these books, I should say, sit back, relax, grab something to drink. It's only going to take a few minutes, and yeah, enjoy. The War of the First Council by Agrippa Fundilius, a brief account of a First-Era religious conflict. This account by the Imperial scholar Agrippa Fundilius is based on various Imperial and Dunmer sources, and written for Western readers. The War of the First Council was a First-Age religious conflict between the secular Dunmer houses, Dwemer and Dagoth, and the Orthodox Dunmer houses, Indoril, Redoran, Dress, Hulalu, and Telvanni. The First Council was the first pan-Dunmer governing body, which collapsed over disputes about sorceries and enchantments practiced by the Dwemer and declared profane by the other houses. The secular houses, less numerous but politically and magically more advanced, and aided by Nord and Orc clans drawn by promise of land and booty, initially campaigned with great success in the north of Morrowind, and occupied much of the land now comprising Redoran, Vardenfell, and Telvanni district. The Orthodox houses, widely dispersed and poorly organized, suffered defeat after defeat, until Nerevar was made general of all house troops and levies. Nerevar secured the aid of nomad barbarian tribesmen and contrived to force a major battle at the secular stronghold of Red Mountain on Vardenfell. These secular forces were outmaneuvered and defeated with the help of Ashlander's scouts, and the survivors forced to take refuge in the Dwemer stronghold at Red Mountain. After a brief siege, treason permitted Nerevar and his troops to enter the stronghold, where the secular leaders were slain and Nerevar mortally wounded. General slaughter followed, and houses Dwemer and Dagoth were exterminated. Nerevar died shortly thereafter of his wounds. Three of Nerevar's associates among the Orthodox houses, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotha Sil, succeeded to control the recreated First Council, renamed the Grand Council of Morrowind, and went on to become the God Kings and immortal rulers of Morrowind, known as the Tribunal, or Almcivi. Nerevar, Moon, and Star, an Imperial scholarly work on the legend of Indoril Nerevar. This is a selection from a series of monographs by various Imperial scholars on Ashlander legends. In ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of Outlanders from the west came to steal the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the House People, but he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law and became as one of us. So when Nerevar pledged upon his great ring of the ancestors, one clan, under Moon and Star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all tribes joined the House People to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer tribesmen and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and setting themselves up as gods, neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring, and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promise to the tribes, to honor the spirits and drive the outsiders from the land. On Morrowind by Iramanwe of Sunhold, a historical synopsis of the Imperial conquest of Morrowind. After the conquest of Hammerfell, Imperial legions massed along the northeastern borders of Cyrodiil, and invasion fleets prepared in Skyrim. Initially, though, the Imperial legions and navy were widely considered undefeatable, House Indoril in the temple hierarchy proposed to resist to the death. Redoran and Dress stood by Indoril, with Telvanni remaining neutral. Hlaalu proposed accommodation. Contrived border incidents in Black Marsh ended inconclusively, but the swampy terrain did not favor Legion and Navy coordination. Against the Legions massed west of Silgrid Tower and Kraganmore, and the Legions west of Blacklight and Cormaris View, Morrowind had pitifully small militias stipend by small companies of Redoran mercenaries, and elite units of House Nobles and Temple Ordinators and Armigers. Further complicating matters was the refusal of Indoril, Dress, Hlaalu, and Telvanni to garrison the western borders. Indoril and Dress proposed, rather than defend the western border, instead to withdraw to the interior and fight a guerrilla war. With Hlaalu advocating accommodation, and Telvanni remaining neutral, Redoran therefore faced the prospect of standing alone against the Empire. The situation changed radically when Vivec appeared in person in Vivec City to announce his negotiations of a treaty with Emperor Tiberius Septim, reorganizing Morrowind as a province of the Empire, but guaranteeing all rights of faith and self-government. A shocked temple hierarchy, which apparently had not been consulted, greeted the announcement with awkward silence. Indoril swore they would resist to the death, with the loyal support of Dress, while Redoran, grateful for a graceful excuse to avoid facing the legions unsupported, joined with Hlaalu in welcoming the agreement. Telvanni, seeing which way the wind blew, joined with Hlaalu and Redoran in supporting the treaty. Nothing is known of the circumstances of the personal meeting between Septim and Vivec, or where it took place, or the preliminaries which must have preceded the treaty. The public reason was to protect the identities of the agents involved in the West. Speculation has centered around the role of Zurin Arctis in brokering the agreement. In the East, rumors suggest that Vivec offered Numidium to aid in the conquest of the Altmer and Somerset Isles, in return for significant concessions to preserve self-rule, house traditions, and religious practices in Morrowind. The Lord High Counselor of the Grand Council and Indoril refused to accept the treaty and refused to step down. He was assassinated and replaced by a Hlaalu. House Hlaalu took the opportunity to settle some old scores with House Indoril, and a number of local councils changed hands in bloody coups. More blood was shed in these inner-house struggles than against the Imperial legions during the Morrowind transition, from an independent nation to a province of the Empire. The generals of the legions had dreaded an invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer were widely regarded as the most dreadful and fanatic foes, further inspired by their temple and clan traditions. The generals had not grasped the political weakness of Morrowind, which Emperor Tiberius Septim recognized and exploited. At the same time, given the tragic depopulation and destruction experienced by the other provinces conquered by Septim, and the swift and efficient assimilation of Morrowind into the imperial legal system and economy, with relatively small impact on lower or upper classes of Morrowind citizens, the tribunal also deserves some credit for recognizing the hopelessness of Morrowind's defense and the chance of gaining important concessions at the treaty table by being the first to offer peace. By contrast, many Indoril nobles chose to commit suicide rather than submit to the Empire, with the result that the house was significantly weakened during the period of transition, guaranteeing that they would lose much of their influence and power to House Hlaalu, whose influence and power was waxing with its enthusiastic accommodation with the Empire. The temple hierarchy more skillfully managed their loss of face, remaining aloof from political struggles and earning the goodwill of the people by concentrating on their economic, educational, and spiritual welfare. Alrighty, now that we got that taken care of, let's go ahead and speak with Caius here and get some duties, or some orders. I've thought it over, and I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivec City concerning the Nerevarine and the 6th House first. I want you to speak with Adiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Second, I want you to speak with Hulia, an Argonian in the Morag Tong. And finally, I want you to speak with Mehra Milo, a temple priestess here. I've written the details down so you won't forget, and here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses. We get 200 big ones, and a mission to Vivec from Caius Casades has been added to your inventory. Let's go ahead and grab some information about the guys that we're looking for. Hulia, Adiranir, and Mehramilo. Hulia is an Argonian and Moragtong assassin. You'll find him in Vivec at the Black Shalk Cornerclub in the lower wasteworks of the Foreign Quarter. In addition to his other skills, Hulia is also known around Vivec City as a student of history and a lover of books and old things. I think Linway and Hulia will get along splendidly then. And then we got Adiranir here. She is a Khajiit and a Thieves Guild operative. You'll find her in the St. Olms Canton in Vivec. Be careful what you say and use common sense. People in the cantons are suspicious of outsiders. You may have to win or purchase their confidence. That's why I gave us a gold. And we have Mehramilo. She's a temple priestess who works in the libraries at the Hall of Wisdom and Justice. She's a friend, so be careful and don't get her in trouble. The temple is suspicious of outsiders or outlanders and wouldn't be happy to find Mehra talking with you about religious matters. She'll be easy to spot. Look for the priestess with the copper hair and copper eyes. Oh, she sounds very pretty. Okay, let's see here. We have Archmagister Gothran. I want to read that as well. This is the guy who runs the Telvanni, I think. Archmagister Gothran, of all the actual not imagined paranoid foreigner hating Dunmer, goddamn, that's a mouthful, he's among the worst. There is unquestionably something sick about Gothran. Gothran's sickness is based on a political error regarding the necessities of holding power. Gothran believes his power is secure as long as people worship and fear him. This is sick because it produces in practice sickening effects in every society, including House Telvanni. His brutality is slowly destroying the house from within, I hear. Well, that's not good. Hopefully, Linway can rise through the ranks and become Archmagister at some point and clean up the Telvanni a bit. He'll be a much kinder person than Gothran, I can guarantee you that. First thing he's going to do, free the slave. Second thing, him and Neloth are going to go on a little vacation together to the Bahamas or something. We're going to go to the nice beaches of elsewhere, probably. You can come. I hear they got really good moon sugar there. The kind of shit you like, am I right? So anyway, we're going to head to Vivec now. I want to train up our speechcraft with Caius here, because we're going to have to be persuading people in Vivec. So we might as well get that done. It's not too expensive. We'll get it up to 20. That's a bit of a more respectable number. Hopefully we can nail some admirers and stuff with 20 speechcraft. It's one of our skills for... Oh, whoa. What? Why did it pop up in that? That's so weird, man. Anyway, whatever. I don't understand that thing at all. We have to get rid of that wood elf. We're gonna have to murder him somehow. In a back alley or something like that. We'll go behind the South Wall Cornerclub and do him in. It'll be nice. Anyway, off to Vivec now. We have 20 speechcraft. Let's see. I think we only need 2 level 20s and a level 40 in the 3 things that the Blades is governed by. Or the 3 things we chose, which is speechcraft, sneak, and restoration. We'll get restoration to 40. That'll be easy. And I think we already have sneak and speechcraft now. So we have 20 speechcraft. And yeah, 20 sneak, excellent. So we'll be able to rank up without too big of a problem. We just need to be casting restoration training as we're traveling around. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. That was a bit of a rambly beginning to this episode. No biggie though. Oh, the frame rate. Is that? Yeah, that's already down. Damn. Goddamn. Balmora. You really do a number on my GPU there. Okay. We're going to head over to the Silt Strider. Or do we want to go from the Mages Guild? I think we'll go from the Mages Guild, actually. I like the location that takes you, because you don't have to levitate up. You're just already up there. You just levitate across to the other cantons. I think that there's more books that we could read about Morrowind. I'm not sure when or if we'll do that. God damn it, get out of my face. Sick of you guys. Here we go, Mage's Guild. Let's go inside. Check the old chest, see if we can get some potions. Hello? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Book of Daedra as well. Spirits of the Daedra. All very good stuff here. I'll take all of it. And I want to see, was there anything left in here that we wanted? Just got jump. We've already got that though. This is a better feather spell by a lot. 100 points. I think we currently only have 50. Man, I'd love to get into Burden. I still haven't watched any videos on enchanting to learn how to do that still. I think you're already at 100, but I'm going to grab that feather spell. There we go. Is there anything else that we need? Are there any spells that we need to make? I think we're pretty much good for right now. Let me think here. Yeah, I think we're good. We got the upgraded light spell. We have all of our open door spells as well. So we'll never be locked out of anything. I wish that these weren't owned and just locked, you know. Maybe they teleported them in here from like an ancient cavern somewhere. That'd be a neat little feature, I think. A brief history of the Empire. Whoa, hold on a minute. Why are these like ugly and this one's really nice? I have no flippin' idea. I move my keyboard over. Jesus, I just smashed my mouse into it. You got anything good? I don't think you do. Pretty sure we've checked her a bunch already. Just double check though. Doesn't hurt to double check. Oh, I wanted to make a spell that doesn't do area of effect damage for that way when we're doing what do you call them? Oh, that way when we're doing escort quests, we don't hit the person that we're trying to escort. I feel like Malexia died because I couldn't hit that guy with any spells. So I'm gonna make a really powerful frost spell, and I'm gonna call it like a ice snipe or something like that. Let's see here. Frost damage on target, on self. That's funny. On target, and we want it to be. Do we want duration on it? I don't think so. No area of effect. It's gonna be a snipe, and we'll do like 100 damage if we can. Oh, spell chance 141. Well, why is that going down? Say what now? Oh, I see. I see. We have 127% chance to actually cast it, so that's good. We want it to be like really good though. I'm talking like really good. You know what I mean? I'm talking like boom, like bam, like that. That's gonna, yeah. Okay. Is that what we want there? Yeah, I think we'll do it. How much is it gonna cost? Jesus Christ! 1,354 gold. You kidding me? Whatever. Frost Snipe. We're gonna get it. Just because I think it'll come in handy when we're actually escorting people around, you know? We gotta be able to help out our fellow companions and stuff. So, there we go. Frost damage 150 points. On target with, I'm not sure. It's probably more efficient to actually do like a time-based thing. But I kind of just like the raw damage, you know? It'll be cool. 150 on target. See what that looks like. Okay. Just a normal thing there. No area of effect. And it costs a shit ton. But hopefully we can save a few companions from getting owned. I don't want to have too many escort quests end up like the one with Malexa. That was pretty devastating, actually. Okay, enough fucking around. Let's get to Vivek, huh? Mr. Trebonius is here, of course. Do we have to level up? Nope, we do not. We're one more level off of a level up, though. Let's make sure that we're training. Sniff, sniff. Yeah, okay. You keep sniffing there. And we can check this. Get a bunch more shit. Oh my god, we have never had to buy these, I don't think. We have 33 of them. You guys are way too generous with the old potions. Okay, so we need to go to the 4 1/4, I believe. Oh, wow. There's 30 restoration. Right as we leave the Mages Guild. We'll level up later, I guess. This is to the 4 1/4. Oh, we're currently in the 4 1/4. I thought that the Mages Guild was in a different canton, but I guess not. So I think we just go downstairs from here. Or maybe it's just, might just be right here. The upper wasteworks. Somebody's in the lower wasteworks for sure. But if I'm not mistaken, the Black Shalk is right around the corner here. Oh no, it's got to be downstairs. Yeah, it is. And then as far as that priestess goes, I have no idea. I cannot remember where she is. But don't worry, I'll find her. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's keep training. Got to get that up to 40. I think once we finish this, we might be able to rank up. And here is the lower wasteworks. And if I'm not mistaken, down this hall is the Black Shalk. Can I ask anybody about the Black Shalk? I want to try to make sure Linway knows. I don't just want to walk to all these places. Hulia, the Argonian Morag Tong. Not many Argonians in the Morag Tong. I'd look for him at the Black Shalk Cornerclub and the lower wasteworks of the 4 1/4, or at Jabashah's books on the same level of the lower wasteworks at the Black Shalk Cornerclub. What do you barter in? Oh, the Guide to Vivek and Balmora. Provinces of Tamriel. These are probably all really good, but I'll hold off for now. You wanna buy some stuff from me? I'll keep that because we don't have any healing potions. So we might need that in a pinch. Will you buy that? No, you won't. We don't need those because we have the spell ourselves. Cure common disease. I mean, we can get rid of a couple of these, right? We're not going to get that diseased. And most of the time, we're just going to end up going to a temple anyway, so might as well get rid of those. And I'll take a couple of these back and then max your disposition. Your disposition. Your gold, I mean. Okay, so let's just say that she pointed us right over here. And the sign, I mean, Linway's walked by the sign a few times, I'm sure. Black Shalk Cornerclub. Hey, what's up? I'm fine. Thank you. What can I do for you? You can do jack shit. Great, another Outlander. They let anyone in these days. God damn it. You dark elves and your racism. Not very nice. What do we got here on the table? Tavern playlist. Can I read this? Tavern by Krilly whatever. Whoa. And then an actual link. Wow. This is weird. I've never seen this. Huh. Anyway. Juju. Cool name. Here's our guy. It's Hulia the Argonian. And it looks like he's being harassed by Ethis Saville. I welcome you as a friend of my friend Linway Lorethrin, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful and be ready. Friend's bookstore. My friend Jabusha the Khajiit has a bookstore, Jabusha's Rare Books. If you agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your questions, but before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. Troublesome fools. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Moragtong honor to slay them. God, what a badass. And I don't want to trouble my friend, Saris Golmus, by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore, where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. Well, don't you worry. As it just so happens, I'm rich as hell. Oh, not really. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I'm talking to that filthy lizard, so push off. What are you, some kind of filthy lizard lover? I mean, hell yeah. You want to give your little friend a big kiss? I mean, I wouldn't mind. He's not too shabby looking. Filthy lizard. Will you take some money? Let's see. Nope, that failed. Okay, that worked. Okay, we're getting somewhere. 70? Let's see if we can get him out of our hair with that. Blah, blah, blah. He can stay here forever for all I care. Not my problem. Alright, now get lost, you bastard. Alright, there you go, buddy. We got it. Are we ready to travel together to Jabushar's Rare Books? Or when we arrive at my friend's bookstore, I will answer your questions there. Okay. Will you travel together with me to Jabushar's Rare Books? We leave the... Yeah, I already know where it is. Yes, please follow me to Jabushar's Rare Books.